You guys, let's just dive right into it, shall we? So John Amos, he's gone. He's no longer with us. And they want us to believe that it was his request that his passing be reported 45 days after he is no longer with us. Like, make that make sense. Like, forget all of the other details that are going on, with his personal life and his financial life, right? Forget all of that. Okay, let's just stop right there and just say, okay, wait a minute. This man is no longer with us. You know he's no longer with us. And now you are basically saying that he wanted us to, how can I put it? He didn't want anybody to know that he was gone. See, this is, hey, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure this out. And what I mean by that is that the tiny little hairs on the back of your neck should be standing up. I mean, that's for anybody, right? Like, your eyebrows should just go up, like, huh? Like, that doesn't make sense. Like, to me, that almost sounds as if this is a person that, you know, hey, I'm thinking about that quote from Whoopi Goldberg's character in the movie Kingdom Come, when she says, when they get, it's the funeral, right? And they're trying to get put some words on the man's tombstone, and Whoopi Goldberg character says, he's mean and surly. Right, he's mean and quite surly. Like, this is almost how you are making it out to be. See, if you're wanting me to believe that this is his wishes, then I'm led to believe that the John Amos, the James Evans in the Good Times, the Good Times actor, like, you just mad at the world. Like, who does that? Like, I can see people being more afraid of not wanting to passing and no one finding them for 45 days. But for somebody to say, hey, listen, I don't want this to be reported until after 45 days of my passing. Like, it's just totally mind-boggling that this would actually be someone's request. What did you need? You needed 45 days to, you know, dibble and dabble into some things and change up some things. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's just the only thing that I could possibly think of. I mean, this is pure spite, like, and I'm just saying based off, my own opinion. When I'm thinking about James Evans or John Amos, if you will, and the fact that, listen, he had people, fans who loved him, so on and so forth, who, would have liked to have known, like, some stuff like this. Like, how do you justify this? Like, it doesn't matter who. You could be somebody who is totally estranged from your husband, your wife, your children, your family, but at the end of the day, people would like to know. People would like to know that you're no longer here. Now, I understand there's some people who probably would have been told, hey, this person is no longer here. Oh, all right then, and probably hang up the phone after it's gone. I say the same thing for that person. Baby, you got some issues, don't you? You got some things that you need to, kind of, work through, so on and so forth. But anyway, People Magazine, I came across this article where, actually, not so much the article, I actually came across, there I am on social, excuse me, there I am on social media, and there's this post. Let me see, who is it? I'm trying to, the Morning Hustle. So I'm going through these social media streets and on my Facebook page, and there it is. Somebody puts a clip up of this show, The Morning Hustle, and they're talking about it. And I'm saying to myself, like, am I understanding what's going on here? That his passing was revealed 45 days after. And so I was like, hold on, let me go look into some media and see if this is true. And of course, this is what People Magazine is saying here. People Magazine is saying John Amos's final wish was a delay in his passing announcement to avoid daughter turning it into a circus. Well, it's a circus now. Like, you didn't prevent it. The circus is still here, sir. I'm sorry. I know that you're no longer here, but this is still a circus. You know, it's just sad, y'all. It's sad. John's daughter and other loved ones claimed they learned of Amos's passing through the media and said they believed his remains were, you know, he was. I'm got to be mindful of certain words, but we all know what happened. He has ashes, right? In order to avoid a further investigation into his passing, right? Well, child. So John Amos's family members and close friends are speaking out about the circumstances behind his passing at 84. On October the 2nd, the late actor's collective family and close friends, including his daughter Shannon Amos and goddaughter Amy Gotti, issued a statement on Facebook about his passing and called out his son, Kelly Christopher Casey Amos, for his alleged treatment of his father in his final days. They also claimed Casey failed to notify the rest of the family about his passing, which they felt was suspicious. I agree. That's just suspicious, right? Shortly after the message made headlines, Belinda Foster, John's longtime publicist, who was also named in Gladys' statement, refuted those claims in an exclusive statement shared with People. I represent John Amos for over 30 years as his publicist of record, Foster said. The media knows this along with John's agencies of record. Over the years, we grew close to one another to the point of a familiar relationship. In the last few years, he often referred to me as his daughter. Baby, if that's not a slap in the face, like, I don't need to know all those details. All I would like to know is that at this moment in time, you know what? Hey, I was just very close to the family. To say I'm like family, like, that's just a slap in the face to me now that I think about it. This was not a fraud by John Casey or myself. He was like a father to me. I deeply mourn his passing. Well, I hope you did after being his publicist for 30 years. But anyway, Shaughnessy's claimed that John was not well taken care of are false. Foster continued, Casey, Eugene, and I, along with numerous others, cared for him. On several occasions when Shannon claimed that he was not being treated well, law enforcement authorities sat with John and confirmed his well-being. Okay, now that's neither here nor there. And the statement posted to Facebook on Wednesday by John's goddaughter, Amy Gotti, on behalf of herself, Shannon, and others with a connection to the actor, they said they viewed the circumstances surrounding our father's passing with profound sadness and distress. You think? He was a loving man who brought light into the lives of many. However, our family only learned of his passing today through media reports, only to discover he actually passed away 45 days ago. The statement alleged they also claimed that they were not notified, and the tragic news of his passing has left them in shock and heartache. You think? Without a passing certificate in their possession, they claimed they didn't know where or why he passed, but were aware he was suffering from congestive heart failure and dementia. They said they fear he was likely, he's now ashes, to avoid any potential investigation into the conditions surrounding his final days. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. According to the passing certificate obtained by People on October the 2nd, John did pass of congestive heart of failure on August 22nd at 5:18 p.m. at a hospital located in Inglewood, California. There were no other significant medical conditions that contributed to his passing, and no autopsy was performed. The certificate also confirmed that the Good Times star remains are now ashes on August the 30th, just 9 days after he passed. KC was listed as the informant who reported his passing to Los Angeles County and appears to be in possession of the father's ashes. Whoa, child, this is just a little bit, tad bit too much, don't you think? Like, this is the thing, and let's just quite be honest with it. Let's just be honest. Let's just stop right where we are, okay? Something somewhere had to transpire where these people were not in good standing with each other for whatever reason. And the only thing I can think of at this moment in time, I just look at it this way. You know, I would like to think, this is just me as a person, and this is my thinking. I would like to think that people would like to have what we would call generational wealth, passing down from one generation to the next. I would like to think that. Sometimes, you know what? Parents can be very mean and mean and surly towards their, towards their spouse as well as their family, right? Like, it is what it is for whatever reason. We can look at it like, hey, listen here, I think y'all a selfish bunch of people. I have taken care of y'all over and over and over again. Like, I'm just done. I'm tired of you guys. All of you guys do is see me as a cash machine, an ATM. I can understand those kinds of things where people sometimes, who have, let's just say, a certain amount of wealth, that they probably would feel that way and cut sometimes family members off. So I can kind of see that. I guess the thing that kind of just really is mind-boggling to me is that even at the end of the day, you still don't handle business. Like, I just don't see you have to, if he did this, like, he would have to be a very mean individual to say to his children, to have someone say, listen, don't let them know that I'm going into, and then to say 45 days after I pass. And then on that note, not only do you do that, but then he's now ashes. I'm going to be willing to say that, when if there was ashes, I don't know, was there a funeral? Did he have a funeral? Do you see what I'm saying? Like, this is just so mean. I don't see anything around this to see how this was not mean, and also too, I know sometimes people want to have people in their life who help them take care of their business, so on and so forth, and to help them, with their last wishes and how they want to handle their estate, so on and so forth. But you would like to think that sometimes people in their right mind would say, listen, you're talking about family here, and how mean that is. Like, you have to be very mean to me to do some things like that. I don't know. It is what it is. It's just sad to think. I definitely feel like there's a lot more involved in this. I don't necessarily want to just continue to chew on this, just from my own personal opinion, about it. But I will say, yes, the hairs on the back of my neck are standing up with this one. This is just not good at all. I guess he said he wanted to avoid his daughter or what have you making a circus out of his passing, and you know what, he just wanted to leave in peace. And you know what, maybe I can't understand that. I guess at this moment in time, the thing that will really soften this blow, honestly, the thing that will soften this blow will be this: and that is hopefully the family, the daughter, the goddaughter, whomever, they are, hopefully well taken care of, and that they're not bickering back and forth over the estate. Now, if they're bickering back and forth over the estate, then I would go like, okay, there's more to it. But sometimes you just want to leave in peace, and maybe that's all he wanted was his peace, and just give me my peace and let me go, and so on and so forth. So I could guess now, and thinking about it that way, possibly. But again, the only way I feel like this is something that just really is like mean and vicious, if in fact, that the family is not taken care of. Anyway, that's it on that. I thank you guys, for tuning in over here. Don't forget to hit the like button, share button, subscribe button, and commenting and all of that. I appreciate it. Again, my motto over here is very simple: put your behind where your heart desires to be. And whenever I leave my mother's presence, she always says to me, she says, "Baby, remember, I love you, but God loves you best." I look forward to seeing you guys next video. And until then, you should know what to do by now. Take care of yourselves. All right.